Hey everybody, it's Dab Girl Dab. Look, all the cedar and the fir is gone. Yep, it's parked under the truck. And I'm ready to take out the oak. Now, these slabs are pretty heavy, and I think they're like 12 feet long. So I'm going to put this support in the middle. I also want this underneath it because I'm going to cut, and this will give me a little margin so I don't cut my plywood. My plywood's bowed, but instead of putting it cupped this way, I figure it'll drop down, which will help the plywood. And yeah, I'm going to put some screws in it real quick. Well, I managed to get 3 screws in on the other side of that plywood. And I'm going to zip these in really quick. Oops. Try to take my club with it. So I'm going to leave this board in the middle for support, and because I think I'm going to need that gap to cut boards with. So now I got to go get that big bad thing out of there. I'm not looking forward to this. It's heavy. They're both heavy. So there we go. We got a nice stable workplace, and that actually makes it more rigid. So it locks it together, those 6 screws. And it's going to allow me to lay out these planks and get them aligned like I want to do. All right, Deb. This is going to be killer. This thing's heavy. That's heavy. Whew. This is so beautiful. Look at this slab. I mean, this thing is gorgeous. So I need to get it through the planer. I'm gonna look at my length because I need it to match the length of my rudder. And I really believe that I've got far more length than I need because See, because then I can use this for some countertops or something kind of cool like that, right? I think that's a good idea. So that's what I have to determine is what is my cut line? It really is. Alright, so that's my absolute bare minimum. Oh, but wow, look at that. That leaves an awful lot of really pretty wood yet down here at this end. That's easily 3 feet right there of oak. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna really spend a lot of forethought on this. No, that's not true. this is pretty. Wow, that is so pretty. That looks really good. That wood is so pretty. Yeah. In case you guys are wondering, that was all rainwater that was free gravity fed. And my hose is not quite long enough. I'm not really happy with this wood metal bit on here. I think that'll clean out. This is so pretty though. It's really pretty grains. I love it. I love playing hardwoods. They're so beautiful. Yeah. I mean, you can see this grain. It's just beautiful. Look at those rays. See? That's very high quality right there. Those medullary rays and the quarter sawn. This is a really nice slab. But look at this. It's beautiful. Tell you, this goes through the planer once and it is going to really pop. This is really pretty wood. It's kind of a shame to put it in the rudder, but yeah, that's what it's going to get used for. Pretty wood though. Look at that. Almost looks like maple there. Yes, I had to flip it over. Yeah, those bands are really bad on this side. It's really very metallic-y on the other side there. Look at that. I'm right about that spot. Look how it's just beautiful colors in this area. I don't know, it's just gorgeous. I'm so happy I bought these. They're just absolutely stunning. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Long vertical grain. Yeah. And I think I have to something in here has to stay. I think that gets saved. That's that really pretty piece. So pretty on both sides. Once this is cut down to a smaller bit, I could run it through the bandsaw and make it into a couple of in two pieces, basically like 3/8 of an inch, kind of like a thick veneer, which would be great on a sailboat, and that would be beautiful as a cabinet. And then I can use the rest of that up there for the rudder, and then I'll have another piece for whatever crafts and stuff I want. So I think the next thing I want to do is get the bark off of this. Basically, bark has insect eggs and larvae. This is really good in the barbecue. Beautiful pieces there. I think I need to turn it over. I'm almost in the turn it over point. Let's just let it drip for a second. Try to dry it out. I don't want it to suck up too much moisture. Look at this, dude. It's really straight. See? I mean, it's just darn flat. It's just so good. Alright. Whoa! Can't hold heavy things in the camera. Damn. Oh my goodness. Okay, nobody got hurt. That was always my mantra. Nobody died and nobody got hurt. It was a good day then. Yeah. Never lost an employee. Yeah, that's good barbecue right there. Santa Maria style barbecue, baby. All my St. Louis friends know what that means. It's not quite how I was hoping that was going to go. Alright, I'm filling up my boots with chips. That's not fun. Smoker stuff. It's like prime smoker feel there. Alright. Yeah, so I've got to line out what goes where. And yeah. Let's get seed. Yep. I'll save that bit. And I think I'll cut off at the other end. Which means I really need to cut here, because what I want to do is get down to 2 boards that I can run through the planer, because like half of this width I can get through the planer. So if I want any wide pieces, I need to take those now. And so I think that's what I'm going to do, is come up here and make a cut here. And then this piece will get set aside for another project. Because I've got plenty of material for what I need there. And I'm going to have to go through and cut the sapwood off. And so it might make sense to cut some of that, like, you know, like 2 or 3 inches wide, so I have something usable. Because this is still very strong wood in like some of those areas, but I wouldn't want to use it in the rudder. So there will be some waste going down each side, but because I got to cut that sapwood out on both sides. Boy, it sure is pretty. It's just beautiful oak. White oak from Oregon. Love it. Alright, after futzing about for a long time with a crayon in my hand, I finally came to the decision that a cut will be made across here. So this outline right here around the rudder is the minimum length that I want. And then I want to save to this line, and actually that's the line that I marked out on the other side. So I'm going to cut to this line, and that's going to give me a little bit of margin. I wish I had more, but I'm just not going to waste this oak. Because that's the right thing to do. So I'm going to cut right along this line right here. Wait for it, it's going to happen. Alright, you gotta be wondering, are you scared to cut a board like this? Yeah, it's kind of an expensive piece of wood, you know? And I just don't really want to screw it up. But I did go and invest in this little Bora track system, which I think is going to get it done. So I have this, and then I've got the extension, so I can do at least 8, maybe 12 feet, I forget. This is kind of neat because it's got a little sliding clamp on it. So That bugs on me. And you just hook that on there and you just clamp it on and off you go. So I'm going to try that on this for the first time. I know I should try it on something else first, but we're going to go with this. So it comes with this sled that gets connected to your saw. And then the track rides inside the middle. It straddles that, and that's what keeps your cut really nice and straight. So I'm gonna give it a shot here. No, I haven't used it, so but I'm gonna put that guy there, which means it's a little longer. Oh, this is exciting stuff. This is totally exciting stuff. That there, not on that bit. Look, see, I'm learning as I go, which is always awesome. I'm going to move you guys over to this side. Hopefully I don't screw this thing up. Come here, a little closer. Alright, let's does that look even? Is it square? I think it's square. Because see, I measured from the top up there down at least 3 times. And I think the blade's right there. Alright, let's give it a shot. Should put a new blade in here for this guy. Alright, so we're sure that's our cut line, right? Because that's my rudder. There's no lines. It's a little long now. I had it right before. Let's go with that one. Alright, Doug, don't fuck it up. Oh, yeah, plug it in. Okay. We should be on now. It's gonna grab my earmuffs. Good way to lose a finger like that. And I'm gonna have my head right next to this for a good while, so turn down your sound. Here we go. that's like butter. Cool. And save my piece right there that I wanted to save. So, wow, I give that a big thumbs up. That was, it's intuitive, it's easy to use, and even on a live edge like this, it worked beautifully. So, this piece is going to get set aside, and I'm probably going to put the extension on now, so I can cut long ways. Yeah, so here's the second piece, and I just need to screw those together, and I can snap a straight line down the entire run of this, which is exactly what I intend to do with this sled. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice cut. That's a very old blade. And a nice straight clean cut. Look at that, baby. Very nice. I'm impressed. So I should be able to get some excellent results with this really long track. Isn't that great? I'm so excited. I'm finally starting to work on the rudder. Yeah. But I think I'm done for tonight. I moved wood today to the garage, and then moving this out of the house, that was a killer. I think what I'm probably going to do here would make the most sense is to cut this down the middle, and that'll be sized small enough that I can run it through the planer and get the two sides evened up, and then I could really start cutting my individual slabs, because remember, this is glue face and these are both glue faces. So the part that you'll see will be the end here, and it'll be standing up at the end of the day. So we'll cut strips, and then those will get stood up and stacked together on the rudder like that. And I'm pretty certain that I'm gonna have to go get that other board. So well, once again, I think what I want to do is line up and cut a sapwood board here that could be, you know, like a 2 or 3 inch board maybe. I don't know. And then set those aside. The same maybe on this side. We'll see. Because I think that would be nice for features later. And then I can start taking my slices out of the middle. No, I think I'm going to take this sapwood here and then just start slicing across. This is what I think I'm going to do. Just do it that way. I need to go see if I have a new blade in the shop. Cool. Well, look at this. See, like my leg is, this is 3 feet right here on me, and that's like 38 inches. Nice, big, beautiful oak. It's got that beautiful swirly bit that I wanted to save right in here. It's so pretty. So this is what I'm probably going to have to do, is whatever my planer width is probably what I'm going to have to cut that to. And so that I can get this smoothed down maybe. Or it stays like this and becomes like a tabletop on the boat. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't have to decide right now. But this is, look at this grain. Isn't this beautiful? Beautiful wood. It's stunning. I'm just so pleased with that oak. And even with that old blade, it just cut right through it like butter. It's beautiful. All right. I have a beer in the house calling my name. So, if you're looking for a wood cutting solution for a project like this was not very expensive on eBay. And I looked at a lot of the other kind of wood cutting sleds that are popular, and I just didn't have the budget for it. And at the end of the day, what I just need to do is to get these stacked up, and then I can shape it down with my power planer, and I'm going to be really happy with that, right? So it's going to work out great. I think I'm going to get better results with this than I could plausibly get by like using a 2x4 or, you know, like a piece of metal like this that I have. Because at the end of the day, look how darn long it is. And it clamps on really quick. You don't leave any screw holes. And you just clamp it on and go. Clamp it on and go. And you can just keep marking off. I mean, I'm almost thinking that these strips will almost be like that. It's going to be close. I got to measure this out. I'll get my calipers out and measure this out. And then that's what I'm going to add, you know, planing surface to. But it's going to be a pretty good sized chunk, I think. And I'm so happy to get a rudder for this girl. Really, it makes me happy. Alright guys, I've been yammering too long. But hey, I'm tired and I'm getting shit done. So, yeah, everything's put to bed tonight. I'm going to go have a cold beer. And I got one more board in the house, and then I can recover all the carpet in my bedroom. But it's been, it makes me really happy as a project to, you know, end up with a product that's dry and ready to go now, and it was free. So I'm cool with that. Worked out just fine. Yeah, love it. And you know, this little track system's kind of cool. You'll see more of that on the videos. So stay tuned, everybody. I'm Dive Girl Deb. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Just look at this wood.